Let's take a little peekaboo here. Looking for the relic gear. It's the one with the pluses, right? Yeah, vivified. That's right, that was what it was first called. So we had relic gear, right? We had the relic gear, and then they introduced, well, now you can vivify your relic gear. But you see the tier 3 combat time remaining? 2 hours. 2 hours, chat. And then you had to constantly replenish it. Where's my, Regala? There's my Regala right there, right? Can you imagine having to maintain gear? First of all, when you got the gear, you had to restore the relic gear. You had to have all the materials to restore it, right? And then you had to get it vivified. And then you have to maintain it. It literally has combat timers on it, chat. Do you see this? How do you even... Oh, here you go. This item can only be empowered when equipped. Okay, let's equip it. Voninblood empowerment. Look at this! Look at this menu! What is this? I swear to God, Chris, if you try to bring back a system like this, the community will fucking crucify you. Do not do this. Do not do this. He talked about it already. He said, empowering gear is probably coming back. Don't do this. Well, shit, I only have 40,000 Voninblood anyway. You can have a max of 100k. We're going to farm, boys. We're going to farm. But look at this. Look at this menu. Look at this shit. Don't do this. It only has 2 hours. 2 hours of combat time. 2 hours of combat time, and then you have to start dumping Voninblood in it. Do not do this. For the love of baby Jesus. Do not do this. I need this. I think I still have potions, right? I got a hefty amount of potions somewhere, right? Is it this one? Grants you 5% no, it's not that. Oh, I only have a little bit. Grants you an increased chance of rarer relics. What's the cooldown on this? Does this last 5 minutes? Do these still exist? Do those actually still exist? Excavator potions? They do. Look at this. There's 80 of them for 68k. They're like 1,000 each, dude. Oh my god, give me those. Where do you get these from? I don't even know where you get them from. Can you buy them from the store? Like, where do they actually come from? Can you still actually get them? Storm King's store. Oh, they are here. You buy it with Voninblood, right? They're 550 Voninblood each. The greater Everfrost stuff, dude. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Whenever you perform a deflection, each successive deflection over the next 10 seconds returns 50% of the incoming damage back to the attacker. This damage cannot exceed 15% of your max HP. And it has an internal cooldown of also 30 seconds. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Somewhere over the rainbow, Nova has a massive dong. Alrighty. Well, we got a little bit of extra potions now. Alright, alright. We got our Regala. Alright. And the only other thing is we actually have to have the companion summoned, right? Little Remoraz. Where's he at? Where's my little baby bitch at? There he is. There he is. Let's go farm, boys. Let's go fucking farm. We need to go. Where did I go? Oh man, where did I used to go? Bryn Sharndar, right? Look at these people. Why are there people here? Get out of here. I still have the Master Trowel too, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, we farming that Voninblood right now, fam. Let's go. Let's go. I think that's what you need, right? You need the Master Trowel, you need the Remoraz, you need the Breastplate, and then you pop a potion, right? I don't know how long the potions last. How much does that potion actually... Oh, it lasts an hour? Oh, shit, boys. It lasts a fucking hour. We're gravy. We're gravy. Let's go. There used to be one big circle that we ran, right? It used to basically just be one big circle right here that we would run. And we did this for hours upon hours. Hours upon hours, chat, farming Voninblood. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I have to, like, relearn all the locations. There is a spawn point up there, right? There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give me them relics. Give me them relics. We out here farming fucking Voninblood, chat. What year is it? What year is it? What fucking year is it? There's a green one. My Remoraz hasn't procced yet, though. The Remoraz has like a 25%. Oh, no, there it is. It just a double proc now, right? So we got a green and a purple one. Or, I'm sorry, a green and a blue one. Somewhere over the rainbow. Jamie coming in with that 10 spot, dude. Thank you very much, Jamie. I appreciate your donation. Thank you for that $10 bill. $10, make you holla. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you. We straight up farming Voninblood, boys. Straight up. No fucks given. This is the channel right now. This is the stream right now. This is the content that you're paying for. Jamie just gave me $10. This is the content that you're fucking paying for. Alright? We out here farming fucking Voninblood in 2020. We out here farming Voninblood in 2020. Oh, there's a purple one. There's our first purple one. Oh, wait, Eric, did I do it wrong? Wait, what is Eric saying? You have to swap the companion powers, not the companion? No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. The companion actually has a spell that's summoned, right? You have to have him summoned. Yeah, it's right here. Whenever you dig up a relic, the Remoraz burrows underground in search of an additional relic with a 20% chance of success. The rarity of the relic found is based on your chance to find rare relics. There's no companion bonus for this stuff, because this didn't exist. This wasn't a thing back then. You actually just have to have him summoned because it's one of his abilities. This stuff here didn't exist back then. So who's the scrub now? You fucking piece of shit. Come fight me right now, Eric. Who's the scrub now? You little bitch boy. Come take my pool out. I'm the king of fucking farming fucking relics, dude. Don't tell me. We were out here for fucking days at a time farming Voninblood. I'm the fucking king of Voninblood, sir. The king. Check under utility? Dude, you're fucking killing me. Is there like a double... Can we double dip it? Where is the Remoraz? What's his stupid little icon? Am I blind? I don't even see it. I don't see the Remoraz icon even under utility. Am I blind? First of all, how much are these things even going for right now? Because I know Nova looked it up on PC and they're going for like 400k on PC or something. 200k here. What is it? It's an offensive power. Remora's presence. When you attack, your opponent has a 5% chance to combust, doing 40% damage as fire. Has nothing to do with that. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Now you got me all flustered and I missed my rotation. Where am I at right now? We out here farming Voninblood. Alright? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. We're getting a lot of white ones. Why am I getting white ones? Like, I have my rarity boosted up. I shouldn't be getting this many white ones. Does the potions not even work anymore or something? We're getting a lot of white ones. What the fuck are these people doing? There's literally a whole group of people right here. What the hell is going on? People still out here doing SKT. Fighting with people too. What if this guy's actually farming relics too? Can you imagine? Do you guys remember actually having to fight over the spawns too? Right? Like, you actually have to fight for this shit. These are like world drops, basically. You gotta fight for that stuff, man. Back in the day, there's our first double proc, I think. So that was our first double proc. I don't even remember where to turn these in. Where do we turn them in at? What a time to be alive, chat. You were just getting the cream of the crop content today, let me tell you. Let me tell you, you were literally getting cream of the crop content today. There's another little blue one. You have to wait until it says found something. Did flip mode quit? Yeah, flip mode is pretty much quit. Somewhere over the rainbow. I literally just run the same pattern over and over again. We just run this circle over and over again, chat. Over and over again. We used to do this for hours upon hours because we had to maintain our fucking armor, dude. Chris, I beg you, dude. Do not bring this system back. Do not bring anything like this into this game again. This was complete and utter AIDS that we had to do this. For a 2-hour combat timer that we all complained about, and yet they still never increased the combat time. 2 hours. Every 2 hours you had to repower your fucking gear. What a joke it was. Oh, I'm stuck. What a joke. Do not bring this back into the game. I'm begging you. The player base will literally crucify you. Nobody wants this. Nobody. Not even the Timmies. The Timmies don't even know. The Timmies don't even know the struggles that we had to go through for this nonsense. Do not fucking do this. You used to be able to, like, stand up here and see. Yeah, see, like, I can see that one in the distance. There's one right here. There's one right there. Oh, there's another purple one, chat. Oh, boy, getting that Voninblood. Oh, I got trolled. That is not a relic. I got trolled. Somewhere. That's one over there. Over the rainbow. Oh, did someone take it? Did this guy take it? There was literally one sticking out of the air right here. Someone took it. You bastard. Is there actually someone else farming Voninblood? Get out of my map. Get out of here. This is my map. Go get your own map. And we're back at the start. Start the circle over again, chat. Start the whole entire cycle over again. That was one complete circle. See, now this one spawned. I knew there was a spawn up here. I remember. I remember. Start the whole cycle over again. And we used to do this for hours. We used to do this for hours because you would blow through your Voninblood supply so quick because back then we were still running dungeons all the time. So you would run your dungeons and your Voninblood, your gear would just deplete so quickly because you only have 2-hour combat time. What an absolute pain in the dick. Like, do not bring this back into the game, dude. Nobody wants to do this. Why am I farming Voninblood? We're just doing a little nostalgia bally sticks. We're doing this for the nostalgia because some people have never seen this content before. Some people don't even know that Voninblood exists and the struggle that we had to go to actually empower our gear and everything and maintain our gear. I showed everyone the relic gear. I showed the 2-hour combat time that we had to deal with, so we constantly had to fucking replenish. Because the main topic is because Chris has mentioned previously that empowered gear might be returning again in Mod 19. And I want to show everyone what that exactly means. Now, if they bring it back and they improve on the system and it's not a complete absolute fucking cluster and it's not horrible, then okay, I won't complain. But this is absolute AIDS. Do not do this. Back then, back in Storm King's Thunder, all they had to do was increase the total combat time on our gear. 2 hours was a joke. Every 2 hours we had to empower our gear, so you just needed so much Voninblood. If they do put this system in the game again, it better be improved on. Otherwise, the community is going to literally crucify you. At least the veteran players. The new players will have no idea. The new players will have no idea the struggle that we had to do this. I'm not capped on Voninblood either. I think I have 40,000 out of 100,000, so I mean, I'm not hurting anything by doing this, so. We're just out here having fun. This is premium grade A content. Jamie just gave me $10. Alright? Premium grade A content right here. There's another purple one. We're getting the big boys. We're getting the big boys. Oh, and I double dipped. My Remorez just popped right there. I procced for another one, so we got a blue one. Premium content, folks. And like I said, Chris has mentioned in a stream, in a dev stream, that, empowered gear has a high chance of coming back, not only in the game, but as soon as Mod 19. So we talked about how Cryptic loves to recycle their content. Well, this is what you can expect. And now whether or not they improve on it, who knows? Nobody wants this. This all started back in the day with Black Ice. You had to empower your Black Ice gear. Everybody hated it. 4 mods down the road, they reintroduced it back into the game and called it Relic Gear and Voninblood. It's the same mechanic. And you can, again, get ready to see it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. We used to do this for hours. Hours. Every day for hours because we had to. A lot of people just farmed FBI because you get a lot of these relics in the chest at the end of FBI too, right? I just always found that it was easier instead of running the dungeon at the time to just fucking run in a circle and collect it. Like, you had to do what you had to do. Yeah, that was the best in-slot gear at the time. I mean, you had to use the relic gear. It was best in slot at the time. Is Chris in here right now? Is Chris lurking? Do you see me doing this, Chris? Because this is probably before Chris's time, obviously. Chris probably doesn't even know the struggle that we had with fucking Voninblood. Don't do this. Do not think this is a good idea to implement into the game, because it is not. It is by far not. No veteran player wants to do this again. Like I said, the new players, the Timmies, they have no idea. They have no idea. No, nobody in their right mind wants to waste 2 hours every day having to farm a resource to feed your gear just so your gear doesn't deplete. Nobody wants to do that. Like, do you guys think this is fun? Do you think I'm having fun right now? Like, running in a circle? This is not fun. This is like a daily chore that we had to do back then. It was literally a daily chore. You'd have to do all your dailies when you'd log in, and then you'd go farm Voninblood for an hour or two. Just to maintain your gear. Just to maintain your gear, so you could have the tier 3 vivified relic gear. Just to maintain it. So your combat time would be maxed out all the time. What an absolute pain in the dick. And like I said, they love recycling content. And Chris has already mentioned that empowering gear might be coming back, and it might be coming back in Mod 19. So get ready, folks. Get ready. This is your glimpse. This is your future of Neverwinter, most likely. Except it won't be a frozen scene. Right? Now we're in hell. Now everything's on fire. It's not going to be a frozen tundra. Now you're going to be running around in fucking... Maybe that might give us a new map in Mod 19. I don't know. Or you'll be running around in Avernus. You know? Literally running around in Avernus collecting fucking relics. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Sweaty, what's going on? They'd rather let it sink than let me help. Oh, what'd someone say? I should be a dev, not joking. You know your stuff in the community, in the game. I know, Poop Pot. They hate me too much. They hate me too much. I told Chris that he could hire me as a consultant. I wouldn't even charge them, like, astronomical. I would get, a fair share of money. Sign a contract. It could be a year-long contract, and I guaranteed I would increase their revenue by upwards of 25%. At the minimum. At the minimum, I would increase Cryptic's overall revenue by 25%. Easily. If not more. If not upwards of 30 to 40% increase in their overall revenue. I told Chris that. I told Chris that I would hand him the keys to the world. The keys to the kingdom. I told him I would give him the playbook. Hire me as a consultant. And be done with it. But they would have to listen. They would have to listen to my advice. They would have to implement the things that I know would work in the game. And they won't. They won't. They hate me so much that they rather just do it their way and not maximize their efforts. They rather just do it their way. Go ahead, put Voninblood back in the game. Watch, X amount of fucking players quit the game again. And then it's an endless cycle because they always have an influx of new players coming into the game as well. You always have new people. It's a free-to-play game. You always have new people coming into the game. Every day. And it's all about retention. It's about retention values. How much money can we get from these new players coming into the game, and how long are they going to play our game? If you implement a system like this with these same exact mechanics, you're going to lose a lot more people again. And then you have to replenish all those numbers that you lost again. If they implement the same exact system that I'm doing right now for Mod 19, they have to upgrade it somehow where it's not as bad. Like I said, the 2-hour combat time on the relic gear by itself alone should have been increased right off the bat. It should have had like 8-hour combat time on it. Should have had at least 8-hour combat time before I had to force feed Voninblood into my gear. And they never changed it. They just never cared. They're like, nope, fuck you guys. Deal with it. Go farm Voninblood like the Timmy that you are. Continue to play our game and suck a bag of dicks. All they had to do was change the relic gear to have 8-hour combat time on it, and it would cut down on all the farming that we had to do in the past of farming all these relics. And they never did it. They never did it. They never cared. They were just like, nope, our system, our game, our way. Suck a bag of dicks. If you don't like it, go play something else. And guess what? A lot of people did. A lot of people left during SKT. A lot of people left the game during Storm King's Thunder. It is what it is. Like I said, I can only advise them what to do. They don't listen to me. They haven't listened to me in 5 years. What's going to change now? Is Chris going to listen to me? Fuck no, man. I mean, Chris will listen to me, but is he going to implement any of the things that I tell him? Nah. That'll never happen. It'll never happen, unfortunately. Like I said, their game, their business model, their way or the highway, essentially. Although they are taking at least some community feedback, which is better than we used to have. They're taking a little bit of community feedback right now, right? They got the CDP and everything and blah, blah, blah and whatever, but come on. Sweaty, you'd like to mention I'm not fighting people? Well, that's what I mean. Back in the day, you used to have to fight for these spawns. You literally had to fight for these spawns. There's just no one here doing this right now. But back in the day, you actually had to, like, fight for this stuff, man. Cat, do I want to run an IC? I don't know. Do you have a full group? Because I'm not putting a group together. If you have a group waiting to go, then yes, maybe I'll run an IC. I haven't ran an IC yet since I got my Lionheart. I kind of want to see what my overall DPS looks like. I mean, we're out here farming Voninblood, dude. Come on. That's today's discussion. Voninblood. And how it affected the overall game, how it affected the player base. Like I said, no one in their right mind wants to do this. Ever. Ever. Alright, that's 2 cycles. That's 2 full cycles. We're now just starting the 3rd cycle. Because that's how big this map is, too. These maps are big. This just now starts our 3rd cycle. None of these respawned either? Really? Well, that's a slap in the dick. None of those even respawned. Somewhere over the rainbow. Duster on your last campaign. Boon. Very nice. Why am I farming it now? Rager. I already went through it. We were talking about it and stuff. That's why I'm not going to go over everything again. How many did we... We're up to 24, 21, 18, and 5. And we've been doing this for, what, about 20 minutes or so, give or take. So you guys can get the indication of how much of this stuff you actually had to farm. Because this is not a lot. Purple is only worth 750 each. Blue is 375, green is 150, and white is 75. This is about 20 minutes worth of work right here. And you can see the numbers. So now you can see how horrible this system was. You only had 2 hours of combat time on all of your armor, so that's 4 pieces of armor. That's not just one piece. That's 2 hours each. So 2 times 4, and then you had to keep all of that maintained. We literally spent a majority of our time just farming relics so we could have our gear maxed out. Like, what a joke. What an absolute joke. We literally spent 90% of our time just farming relics back then. You would be able to do like 4 dungeon runs, and then you would have to empower all 4 pieces of your gear. Oh wait, now I'm out of Voninblood. Well, time to go farm Voninblood for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and replenish everything again. Like, it was such a horrible, horrible process. Zero fun. Like, it's whatever. And they want to bring this back. They want to bring this back. Come on, man. Don't do it, Chris. Don't do it. If you do it, you better make significant upgrades to the mechanics on how this stuff works. Most importantly, again, I'll reiterate, the combat time on the specific armor needs to at least be 8 hours. 2-hour combat time is an utter joke. We didn't get a lot this rotation. This was the 3rd cycle and we didn't get a lot. There wasn't a lot of spawns. None of them respawned. And that happens. That also happened. You like I said, you just run in a circle nonstop. If they didn't respawn, they didn't respawn, and you're SOL, keep running your circle. Keep fucking running the rotation. And it's all you did. It's all you did every single day. Every single fucking day we did this. And this is with all the bonuses. Imagine the people that, like I said, you can't even get the Regala anymore. So like all these new Timmies that still have to do their Storm King's campaign that are manually doing it, they don't get the Regala. They are not going to get a Remoraz either unless they pay whatever it is on Xbox right now, 200k, over 200k or something. I have all the bonuses for this. I have the Master Trowel, I got the Regala, I got a potion running, I got the Remoraz. Like, this is with all the bonuses even running. Imagine trying to farm this stuff and not having anything. Like, just the basic Trowel, and that's it. None of these literally respawned. This whole 3rd cycle, we hardly got anything on the 3rd cycle. We're going to be starting. I'm not even going to do another. I'm not going to do 4th cycle. I think I've made my point abundantly clear at this time. Like, we're just going to go turn these relics in. I don't remember where it is. I don't even remember where to turn these relics in. I thought you could turn them down here, too. Can't you? Can't you turn them in down here? Isn't there a guy down here? And then I think there's a guy right here. I think I've made my point. We're not gonna just sit here and farm this endlessly. There's no point. I'm just doing it for funsies. But I think I've made my point abundantly clear. Like I said, you can't even get the Regala anymore unless they updated the loot tables. You can't even get the Regala. It's a perma rare item right now, as far as I know. See, what am I seeing? Sledneck, you want to see how much time's left on the potion? It was about 30 minutes worth of farming. My excavator potion has 31 minutes left. It's an hour-long potion. We did Literally 30 minutes of farming. 30 minutes of farming yield us 28, 25, 18, and 5. And that's not a lot. That's not a lot. You'll see when I turn this in. I think we have, what, 39,000 Voninblood right now. We'll see what we go up to total, but it's not a lot. We're going to go up by maybe like 3,000 or something. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 maybe. I don't know. I have to figure out who I got to talk to here. Is it this guy right here? Right here. Here you go. Here you go. Let's see. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me how much Voninblood I have, right? So we have. I think we have like 39,000. 39,600 is what we're at. So let's go ahead and turn these in. Boop. So there's 3,000 right off the bat. Another 1,200. I forgot you can only turn 20 in at a time, too. There's another 6,000. Another 1,300. 13,000. So we're going to gain like 30,000 probably almost, huh? Give or take. Another 7,000. So we went from 39,000 to 72,000 in a half hour. Is that horrible? I guess it's not horrible, but when you had to do it every single day, it sure as hell made it horrible. So, Mr. Whiteside, please do not implement another system like this. You mentioned it in a dev stream that empowering gear is going to be coming back. Do not do that, please. And if you do, you need to make changes to the mechanics of how it works and how it's going to work, because the things of the past did not work. Alright? Did not work. And that's all I have to say about that. We're done with that. I'll probably make a YouTube video out of that. I'll probably pull it right out of the stream and actually just fucking make the video from it. How much combat time did I farm? I don't know. What's the maximum that you could have pumped this stuff up to? I don't even know how much Voninblood you could have put in these items. I don't remember. Does it tell us? Does it tell us how much we actually had? Because mine are all full. Voninblood Empowerment. I think it must be 6,000 for tier 3. See where it says 5,989? And I don't... Can I pump it? I can pump it. I can pump it up all the way, right? So we can pump it up 11 more. And then we commit it. It goes to 6,000. So 6,000 times 4. There's 4 pieces of gear. So to maintain all of your gear at 6,000 times 4, now you can see. We farmed, what, 30,000? And that's barely enough. It's literally barely enough. For 2 hours of combat time, chat. What's the exact math? We went from 39,000, hold on, let's see here. We went from 70, we have 72, and we had 39, right? So how much did I gain? 33,000, right? Just today, a half hour. A half hour of farming gave us 33,000 Voninblood. 6 times 4 is what? 24,000. Right? So, a half hour of your time... A half hour of your time equals 2 hours combat time. Right? Is my math right? I'm pretty sure it is. 6 times 4 for the armor equals 24k. 30 minutes of farming gave us 30k. 2 hours of combat time, right? That's essentially what it is. It's about 30 minutes of farming and getting lucky to get, that's with all the buffs and everything. That's with all the buffs. Like I said, that's with all the buffs that I have. Like the potion, the master trowel, the regala, the remoraz. That's literally with all the buffs farming too. Got me to 30,000. That's how bad of the system it is, man. So if they were to do that and implement that again, let's say in mod 19, they need to make significant changes to that system. And step one is to increase the combat time. That's what we asked for years ago. That's all we asked. We said, yo, why are we only getting 2 hours of combat time on 4 pieces of gear? Why is this not 8 hours each? why are we not getting 8 hours of combat time on our gear? And I mean, theoretically, it doesn't even matter because you still have to do X amount of farming to empower it. It's just an overall bad system. It was a bad system when they first introduced it with Black Ice, and then they reintroduced it with Voninblood, and it was still a bad system. Do not do that for the 3rd time. We don't want that. No player wants that. I'm just saying. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, if I do make a YouTube video out of this, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below. Let me know your own feelings. Chris has mentioned in previous streams that empowering gear might return. Wink, wink. Could be as soon as mod 19. We could be running around Avernus collecting relics to empower our new mod 19 gear. We will have to wait and see. I hope not. I just hope not. I hope that's not a thing. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I can't see the future. I'm just begging him to either improve on the mechanics, don't just copy and paste it over, because you're just going to piss off a lot of people. That's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon. Alright, I just had to do my outro in case I do pull that out of the stream and make